Welcome back to the Two and a Half Losers podcast. I'm Scorch, or Tyler.
I'm Brody, or KnockoutWolf.
And today, we didn't have anything planned, so...
Yeah, we don't have a guest. I was waiting for somebody. I was kind of hoping that we'd just start recording and somebody would just introduce themselves and we could go from there.
Yeah, it would have been nice, but it doesn't seem like that's the case.
Honestly, I probably would have been fucking creeped out if that happened.
Yeah, just a little bit.
just hey, I'm Jerome from North Carolina. Oh, hey Jerome, how's it going?
The fuck is Jerome?
I don't know, he just turned up here.
Alright, so this one might be a bit shorter.
It might be, but we've got some exciting news here today.
We do?
Yeah. We do. Did you not think the pregnancy? The pregnancy. did you not think this was a big deal, Scorch?
I guess not.
We are now not only on YouTube, the greatest platform of all time, as proven in the recent year, but we're also on iTunes. Wow. Thanks. Yeah, thank you. I mean, I tweeted it out, and people replied to me as if like we'd won a BAFTA or something. I literally just uploaded it to a website and went through the process of submitting a podcast, and people were just like, "Oh my god, you're like famous now," and I'm like, "No, not really." It's
not hard to get something on iTunes.
Yeah, it's really not hard.
It's actually quite simple.
Yeah, that was that was an exciting day though. Exciting day. Thank you to our. Let's have a look. How many is it? I think we've got 16 subscribers so far, which is pretty impressive.
16?
16, yeah, that's more than our YouTube.
Yeah, that's more than our YouTube.
And I'm not even subscribed, so
neither am I.
Go. Well, there we go.
I don't have an iTunes, so.
Do you not?
No, I don't. Never used it. I don't have Apple products. Why do I want iTunes?
That's the point. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Okay, it won't open its stats. Oh, we got 18 subscribers. What?
Oh, damn! It went up.
Yeah, I mean, we're not getting many episode downloads, but we got subscribers.
It's all right.
So maybe people are just eagerly waiting for that new episode, which is this, and they're gonna be so disappointed.
I don't know. It's gonna be a good one.
I think it's gonna be a good one. Yeah, especially because we don't have McSpunton on this week, so
yeah. No more Destiny.
So it's already given us a few brownie points for not having him on this week.
Ooh, yeah, for sure.
So I just finished my 420 stream because it's 420. So everybody blaze it, I suppose.
420 blaze it, LMFAO!
I'm like the most like suburban white kid about it. I'm like, well, happy 420, everybody get blazed, and it's just, oh man, it's not even 420 here, it's 24 today. Like, but I decided to ask the stream some questions to ask me and Scorch, because we've literally got nothing to talk about. We don't even talk to each other off of the podcast. Like,
it's true.
In fact, we don't even follow each other on Twitter.
We barely even know each other. We don't even know how this fucking happened.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we just end up in the same Discord voice channel, and we're like, "Oh, aren't you the guy from the podcast?"
Yeah.
Said, yeah.
Like, oh, well, it's time to record, I guess. We're both here.
Yeah, but I'm still late playing Club Penguin or some shit. Yeah, I wasn't late this time. Well, actually, I guess I was a little bit.
You said 9.
I said 9. Yeah, but I did say I had to get to 420 on my stream.
You did.
Oh, fuck me. It was a good stream, though. It's a good stream. Apart from my back hurt because of needing to pee so much. I'm not going to explain that again.
I'm telling you, you're the only one who has a sore back when they need to pee.
If you listen to this on iTunes, don't bother going to YouTube to comment something about the whole back hurting when you pee. But if you agree, just leave a review and say, my back also hurts when I pee. Like, that'd be good. I'd enjoy reading that. Anyway, we asked the stream some questions to ask me and Scorch. We also asked people on Twitter. So shout out to Rated X for liking the tweet and not asking a question. Thanks, Jake. But we also got a question from our good friend Elusive Big Mac. Do you have the question readily available there,
I do.
Tyler? Would you like to fire away?
Elusive Big Mac would like to know, how long can you guys last watching the greatest Adam Sandler movie, Jack and Jill?
I don't know why he closed it off as just the greatest Adam Sandler movie, because I think it might be like an all-time classic. Like it's a cult classic. That is.
Jack and Jill?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It's got Al Pacino in, dude. Of course, it's a cult classic.
It's got fucking. I've never. All right. Well,
it's got
to
Al
answer.
Pacino in it. It's got Al Pacino. Like it was...
you know your career is going down a bit when you're.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Al Pacino, but.
When such a Hollywood great is in like. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I have never seen Jack and Jill, so I can firmly say I can get through 0 minutes of it.
No, I feel because you haven't seen it, I feel like you could get through a substantial amount because everything would be new, everything would be exciting. You'd have a hoot of a time.
Yeah, but here's the thing: I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
I prefer not to find out how long I can go in that movie.
Okay, that's true. I guess maybe one day when I make the trip to Canada, like all the way there, I'll make us watch Jack and Jill.
That could be something that could happen.
That could happen. I think it'd be good. I think
it would be a very good times.
It would, but I'd say I, for one, could get through the whole film. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because it's a good film. It's a decent movie. Yeah, actually, it's fucking terrible. It's terrible. Al Pacino didn't even save that just absolute train wreck.
And you sat through the whole thing.
And I sat through the whole... I think, actually, Al Pacino was the reason I was enjoying it a bit. Because I'd watched Merchant of Venice recently, the Shakespeare adaptation, where Al Pacino plays this, like... this. I think he's like really... He's kind of racist, actually. Like, it's like a really stereotypical Jew, like, who loves money. And I'm like, wow, this is fucking racist. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's just kind of funny watching him in Jack and Jill, really, when he'd gone from a Shakespeare adaptation to a fucking Happy Madison film, you know? But you can't deny that you don't get a little bit excited when a movie comes on, you're like, oh, what's this? And then suddenly the Happy Madison intro plays, and you're like, oh, it's going to be good. It's got Chris Rock in it, for sure. You know? I actually do want to watch that new Adam Sandler. It's like 2 hours long. It's on, what's it called? The old Netflix, called Sandy Wexler, I think it is. He's like a movie director or something like that. And he talks a bit like any other Adam Sandler, like, voice with a bit of a lisp. Like, he's done about 20 of those now.
Is this a movie?
This is a movie, yeah. He's like, hi, I'm Sandy Wexler, and I work in Hollywood. And then he like just goes up to this woman. He's like, "You have a fantastic voice. I work in Hollywood. I'm Adam Sandler." And then there's this whole film.
That's the whole film.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's just then there's 2 minutes. It's 2 hours of Kevin James farting, and David Spade is credited for some reason. No, I think it's set out a bit like a documentary, like a fake documentary, obviously, and then they got all these famous people in it, like all these like really high key actors who are like talking about this Sandy Wexler dude, like talking about Adam Sandler's character as if he's like a Hollywood legend. I'm like, what? I gotta watch it at some point, but I just don't. Jeez. So the real question, Callum, should have been really how many minutes of Sandy Wexler could you get through?
I think I'd rather not watch another Adam Sandler movie for as long as I live.
Apparently one he did like last year was alright, but I don't know.
Wasn't that Pixels?
No, he did a few last year. I don't know how he has the time to do it. I think he just turns up and just like...
I think he just writes a script in like a day and then films it all in a month.
Yeah. You know in South Park when like Isaac Hayes left the show, and so they just did that episode of Chef, just like using old voice clips of him.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "Hello, children." I feel like Adam Sandler, he just turns up on set, reads a few lines, and then they just manipulate him for the rest of the film, just putting him in like. So he just does the same thing every film, so it's pretty easy. It's just cut, copy, paste, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. All you got to do is just kind of. It's all CG. Like, what you don't understand is that he's never actually in a movie. Adam Sandler is always full CG, and it's just the best CG that there is. But the thing is, the only person who has access to this really good CG is the people who make Adam Sandler movies. They're the only ones who have access to it.
Yeah, I mean, like Kevin James and David Spade and that lot, they actually do film the whole thing because they get paid for that, and that's the only way they make money these days. Like, nowhere else will hire them, just because you know, I think if you hire one of them, Adam Sandler's soon to follow, and that's just like career ending.
Oh, is that a legit thing?
No.
I'm not.
I can imagine scrolling through YouTube and it's just Looper and it's like, why Hollywood won't cast
That
Kevin
seriously
James
though,
anymore.
that sounds like it could be a legit thing.
yeah. I mean, have you seen Mall Cop 2? Atrocious. It's so terrible.
I've never seen it.
I loved Mall Cop 1. Like, I actually loved it just because it's such a meme. And I tried to watch the second one and I couldn't get through it. I fell asleep. So I think it was the bit where he's being attacked by a goose. Some goose just attacking him. So don't know why. Don't know where it comes from. Anyway, let's move on to another question because I don't want to title this podcast Adam Sandler.
Yeah, it'd really be good not to.
We got who even asked this question? So okay. We got Biscuit Tin Raider. He was chilling in the stream for quite a while. He asked quite a few questions, so I'll get through his ones first. When was the last you got drunk? So if you fire away first, Tyler.
The last time I got drunk, I'm not sure what the day was, but it was a Friday night, I think, and I was playing H1 Dubs with Amanda, and I was fine. I was a little tipsy, and then once I was halfway through my fourth whiskey and lemonade, I was just gone.
Oh no!
And that's when
was this on stream?
Yeah, this was on stream, and that's you must have seen the clip.
I wish I saw this.
Amanda's pulling up in the car, and I'm just like, I'm a duck, quack quack, and start walking out crouched all the way to the car.
I have not seen it. Have you clipped this?
Yeah, it's clipped. We can share it in the podcast as well.
Oh man, I gotta watch this.
Drop that clip in there. I thought you must have seen that clip.
No, I only see clips unless like they get sent to me. Oh, did Amanda clip it, or was it you?
No, it was Badge of Honor.
Oh yeah. Who is that guy? Because I
that's
just
a girl.
Oh, girl. Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But yeah. Fair play. Who is that girl? I rephrase.
Some girl? I don't know.
Okay.
She's just someone from the stream. She's modded
Just
in Amanda's stream. She's been around for like... She found Amanda from Midnight.
Oh, yeah.
I believe. She's seen Amanda in her chat. She was fucking saying it in the chat the other day. How she found Amanda.
Yeah, we need to find that clip.
She's actually... she is the only useful mod in Amanda's stream.
I don't even come across Amanda's mods. I mean, I'm not in there much, but like...
Yeah. I modded her on my stream as well, because she wanted to make a joke command. But then she actually went ahead and made useful commands, like she's got one in there for our podcast and everything, so...
Oh, wow, that's nice. Maybe she's subscribed. We're still not. We're not supporting. So, last time I got drunk, I went out a few weeks ago, but I didn't get drunk. I just kind of had like three drinks or something. Like, I didn't have much on me. But like, I knew I was meeting up with my dad again. I mean, I was kind of lightheaded, as I always do. Like, I put El Scorcho on. That's when I sent you the video of like El Scorcho.
Right.
I was in my element. I put it on the jukebox, and I was like, "God damn you!" And I was just having a great time. Yeah, but like we were just in one bar, had a few drinks, and everyone else wanted to go to this club. And because it's like all the drinks are the cheapest you'll find anywhere in our town, like every teenager is in there. It's just like oh man, I just don't like to think about it. Fell asleep in there last time I was there though, and we got removed. Anyway, actually that's probably the last time I got drunk. Actually, it was Jack was finally legally able to go out, so he just wanted to drink all the time. And so I finally agreed to go out with him, and then my friends turned up. I was like, I've only got like £20, I can't drink much. And then they ended up buying me loads of drinks, and we ended up walking about 5 miles home at 4 a.m, which was fun.
Yeah, I think I remember that night, because I'm pretty sure wasn't that the night you were snapping me a bunch as well?
Oh my god, yeah.
Was it that night?
I really
that was the night I got you to add Jen. Was it that night?
I really vaguely remember you being like, you saying like add Jen, and I was like, oh, because I never check who's added me on Snapchat, and then I just saw, I was like, oh, it's Jen. I just sent her like a video like, hey Jen, look at my eyebrow, and then she sent me. I screenshot everything that night, so I'd see it in the morning. Like,
yeah, you did everything I fucking sent you.
even like a Subway or something. And I just remember getting like, I look in the morning and it was just like, you know how Jen can't send a picture without the dog's filter?
Yeah.
It was the dog filter, and then she'd drawn eyebrows. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, I got pretty bad that night, but not as bad as Jack, because Jack was the reason we got kicked out of the pub we wanted to stay in.
What'd you get him to call me? You got him to call me something, I'm pretty sure.
I think we just got him to say Scorch is a cunt, to be honest.
I think that was
it. I didn't even say that. I was like, say hi to Scorch, and they all started saying that, and I was like, wow. You guys are supportive. So there you go. So that was an interesting one. I'm not really.
I think my the favorite snap I got from you that night was the one where, like, I may be drunk, but I still remember the screenshot.
Yes, yeah, because I was screenshotting like everything you did, like everything you sent me. That's why I don't send you anything anymore. Yeah, I haven't had anything. We had a streak going because it was like happening.
Yeah. And I was like, God damn.
I got a whole. You don't realize I have a whole folder of you, just you. Oh, that's great stuff. Anyway, let's carry on. He asked us if we could be anyone for one day, who would we be?
Could be anyone for one day.
Yes.
That's a tough one.
I know. It's like, would it be Sandy Wexler, played by Adam Sandler? He seems to have a pretty adventurous life. Oh man, I guess I don't. I always kind of want to know what the lifestyle of, what's his name? Hang on, I'm gonna have to Google this. I don't want to say the reason, like what film he's from. Vern Troyer.
Right.
Vern Troyer.
Yes.
Yeah. Now I said his name like properly, and I'm you're just assuming I already know his name. Mini Me from Austin Powers. I want to know like what his how his day to day is. I know he's in quite a few like gambling adverts here. Not really sure why. Like kind of casino adverts, which is a bit odd. Apparently he was at like somewhere in like Manchester. He went to a club and just made like a quote unquote celebrity appearance. So here you go.
Interesting.
Or DJ Khaled. I kind of want to see what DJ, like, because all you see on is he just pisses off his wife going, "Trey Volk's comedian," and they're just going on jet skiing. I don't really know. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Very interesting. Yeah.
I honestly, I don't even know. It's a tough question.
It's a tough one. I kind of sprung it on you. I should have asked you in advance.
Yeah.
Or maybe Nolan North, because then you could do all the different voices he does in games.
Yeah, he does a ton of shit.
He does so much, like, because you just obviously you would be them, so you'd be able to do all the voices. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
It'd be pretty sweet.
Or I'd be Donald Trump and just nothing to do with politics. I would just say subscribe to KnockoutWolf, and then just record that, send it to myself. He'll wake up the next day.
So you just want to be Donald Trump Twitter?
Yeah. Okay. What is your bra size? I hate to inform you, but I'm of the male gender.
Well, I'm sorry to inform that I am also of the male gender, and I've been working out recently, so my bra size is getting smaller. So I'm sorry, but they're going to be flats at some point. I think.
I wish I could say the same thing. I wish I had Drake and Josh Peck's. Little do people know, we're actually the 2.5 White Guys podcast. In fact, we could just call it 2.5 Men at this point, and just avoid that complication.
We could.
I typed in 2.5 to find our podcast on iTunes. Hang on, let me do that again. we obviously didn't check how popular the name was beforehand.
Well, we had this name before we even thought of iTunes.
Yeah, that's true. We don't even come up on here. But 2.5 Beards, 2.5D, the Unity game developers, 2.5 Count, 2.5 Gamers, 2.5 Minute News, 2.5 Vaginas.
What the fuck? Why are there so many 2.5s?
I feel because 2.5 Men is actually, although it may be trash, it is pretty popular program.
Yeah, that's true. I was not thinking 2.5 Men though when we came up with that name.
Neither was I, actually, but then it just kind of became a thing. What I find funny is that just how specific the 2.5D, the Unity game dev podcast. Look how specific that is. Oh, wow. It seems pretty solid. They got 5 episodes so far. Every episode's explicit, though. Gotta say that.
Oh, damn. Maybe we should be saying explicit in ours because we swear sometimes.
Oh, I do. I do say explicit in ours, don't
That's
you
good.
worry.
We talk
about no reviews.
Talk about some fucked up shit in here. Talking about
like
sex and boners.
And 2.5
and
vaginas.
Unexplained random boners while you're in the bathroom at work.
I tell you what, that episode isn't on iTunes, and I don't know if I should put it on or not. Because people
it was
go
just
on
a pilot. People
will go on our podcast and click on it as the first one, like, oh, it's the first episode, and be like, the fuck? I feel like it's one for fans of the podcast to go back and watch. To listen.
Our initial 6, where 3 of them. So I guess technically our initial 3, because 3 of those subs were us.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure the rest of it was just your Discord server, wasn't it?
Could have been.
Next question is, have you ever been robbed? And now I kind of gave away my answer in this stream because I went, I'd have to think about that. And obviously if you've been robbed, you'd probably remember, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be like...
You would think.
Yeah, I wonder if you have. You've been alive longer than me.
I have never been robbed.
Well, that was an interesting one. Okay, we're gonna.
I've been
move on.
well.
Ooh.
Is it?
Ooh.
It's not technically robbing.
Okay.
But it was a loan of a thing that I never got back.
Oh, what was it?
It was, so in high school, I had this one friend who was kind of a freeloader.
This always happens. Yeah.
And I loaned him Rock Band 2, I think? Rock Band 2 or 3 with a guitar.
Oh.
And I never got it back, and it was like so long I completely forgot about it because I had another guitar and the other Rock Band that I played.
Yeah.
And like fucking maybe a year later, Brandon was talking to me, and he was going on about Gilles getting rid of some stuff, and he asked him if he wanted like a guitar and a Rock Band or some shit like that. And I was like, "That's mine."
Oh. That's is that Brandon Cup of Coffee, Brandon?
Yeah, Cup of Coffee.
Yeah. Episode 2. Go back and watch episode 2 again.
Yeah, I can't remember where the conversation came up, but he had brought up something about Jill having a Rock Band and a guitar, and I was like, "What the fuck? That's mine."
Yeah, it's yours for $10. I can't remember what it was. I lent to. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I'm sure if I just asked for it, he'd give it back, but it'd be a bit awkward considering I don't talk to him anymore. There's a guy who lives up the road from me who I used to be like good friends with, and the only time I see him now is like when we're out, and I lent him Call of Duty 3. Actually, I think I may have taken it to his house and forgot to take it home once, and it just stayed there. And I mean, I know Call of Duty 3 is just kind of like, why? But when it became backwards compatible, I was like, I wouldn't mind playing that again. But it's just like, I don't really want to kind of start contact again,
right?
Just to say, hey, remember Call of Duty 3? Remember that gem? Do you mind if I have it back? Like, that'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it, to be honest?
You know what?
So,
Call of Duty 3 is trash.
You know what? You're right. Yeah. It wasn't a very good game.
That was the Xbox 360 that I got. It came with Call of Duty 3. And I bought Call of Duty 2 at that same time. And you know what I did? I played the campaign of Call of Duty 3, went online. I was like, this fucking sucks. And then I played Call of Duty 2.
Call of Duty 2, 100%.
I don't think anybody played Call of Duty 3 when it was out. Everybody just stuck with Call of Duty 2.
Yeah, the only time I actually played... I mean, like, they probably didn't have that big a fan base for the game then.
Well, it was the first Treyarch game. And it wasn't... It was really bad. I didn't really like it.
I know. I mean, honestly, like... Because I think Infinity Ward kind of set the bar, didn't they, with Modern Warfare 1?
Yeah.
Because that did so well. It's weird that they skipped, like, straight to Modern Times after 3 games.
Yeah.
They did it so quick. But then World at War. I think World at War was a great game, but, like, still people still didn't like the feel of it much, did they?
Yeah, all 3 of those, the first 3 were all World War II, so... But, I mean, Call of Duty 2 had a decent break in between 1 and 2, so... I think it was after 2 started, that's when they brought in Treyarch and started doing the one every year.
Oh, I get you. Yeah. I mean, like 3, I played the campaign because like my dad had it. It was like one of the only games he had back when I was younger on the Xbox. And so we used to play like split screen on it sometimes, like multiplayer. But that's the only kind of experience I had. I played like a really quick multiplayer game, and it was like, ugh, this is just like a terrible Battlefield.
It was.
We got some questions from a friend, Allison. What up? She man, these are bad questions, Ali. These are bad. Gee, right. What would you not eat bacon on? Like, I don't know if she means like what surface would I not eat it on, or like what
or
food,
like food
would I not have it on top? Like, does she mean like I wouldn't have bacon on top of broccoli, or like does she mean I wouldn't eat bacon off of a dog turd on the street? Like, it's such a vague question.
It is. Well, let's assume she means what kind of food you wouldn't eat bacon on. And I would say I don't go out of my way to put bacon on things because, like, honestly, I don't like bacon that much. I eat it, I like it, but it's not like that weird thing where people are like, oh my god, bacon's the best fucking thing in the world. You know what? It isn't. Bacon's not all that good.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I don't really miss it, honestly. Because I'm vegetarian. I'm pescatarian, I guess. I mean, oh man, I don't even know. I used to just have bacon like everyone else had it in a sandwich usually, or like on the side of breakfast. I guess I wouldn't have it on. Oh my god, I wouldn't have it on a salad. That'd be a bit weird. Actually,
bacon bits.
Oh yeah, but bacon bits. I used to have that. Yeah, but like,
bacon's bacon. Well, I guess that's a Caesar salad.
Bacon.
If you're talking Caesar salad,
I'm talking like you got your cucumbers and carrots and things in there, and then like
so you're talking a garden salad.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have bacon in a garden salad
if you just slap like a piece of bacon on
it. Just fry a piece of bacon, toss it in.
Yeah. Like, this will. I guess this will add some taste. And if it was like what surfaces would I not eat it on? I wouldn't eat it off of Snoop Puggy Pug's upload schedule. I feel like it would just be all over the place. Zing. We're like getting close to 30 minutes into the podcast at this point. I don't think he's gonna get to this mark anyway. Dan, if you do, you suck.
You get fucking wrecked, mate.
He just uploaded a "Can you refund Minecraft" video. Plus, I just went in a group chat the other day, and he goes, "I'm gonna buy Minecraft," and then he just sends a picture, and then half an hour later, "How do you refund Minecraft?" He's like, "I don't think I'm ever gonna play it again." So like,
see, I was gonna say something about the age he is when he's buying it, but I was around the same age when I bought it because I was in college. And when I was in college was when Minecraft was at its biggest.
That's true. Do you know what's weird? It's I was 12 when I bought it. 12 years old.
You could afford it when you were 12?
It was like there was a what's it called? There was a discount on it because it was like in beta. And I didn't buy it. I got my mum to buy it.
Yeah, I got when I got it the first. Well, I'm pretty sure I had it, but I definitely had it before college because I bought it when it was first out. Like the first kind of beta version was out to be bought, like before the. Because I think the full version didn't come out until I was in college, but I had the game before because I got it for like the lowest price it was before it even came out full.
So that was like half price I think when Alpha was out.
Yeah, like I got Alpha. It as soon as it was something to pay for. I had it.
Yeah, because I remember I got my mum to buy it, and then she was like making sure cause she hadn't heard of it, which is weird considering it's become such a phenomenon. But like she looked at the website and she was like, create a Marcus person. She was like, this doesn't sound legit to me, and I was like, oh my god, like someone's name was like Marcus with two, like no person with two S's, like oh my god. Yeah, that was good old times when I didn't understand how Minecraft worked. Anyway, why are we talking about that again? Oh yeah, Dan, you fucking suck. Anyway,
because Dan's life decisions.
Yeah, Ali also asked, would you dip bacon into mayo?
No, but when I eat bacon for breakfast, I usually have a side of ketchup, and I'll dip it in the ketchup.
Well, yeah. I think ketchup's just like the general norm for bacon, isn't it? And then,
Yeah, I would think so.
But like, I don't know about mayo. I like mayo, but it's pretty good with chips. But like,
What?
no, I mean like fries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'd be gross. Just like, just dip in a massive lay into like.
Just get some plain old Lay's chips
Yeah.
and dip them in mayonnaise.
Mm,
Oh, I'm
that'd be
sorry,
good.
Walkers.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even care. Gary, do you know Gary Lineker?
No, I don't.
Okay, he's like he was like a football presenter. I think that's what he like. He was a footballer. Then he became a football presenter because obviously when you're a footballer, you have to retire at like age 14. You're like super young, and then he basically became like a football presenter. Now he just like advertises Walker's crisps, and he has done for like 5 years now. So there you go, local legend Gary Lineker. I don't know why I even told you about that, but Lay's are missing a Gary Lineker, by the way. So it just reminded me because I read an article earlier which was like, I mean, I hate to admit it, but it was BuzzFeed and it was actually a good article. But
Oh my god.
it's because of where they got the content. All right, it's not because of them.
They stole it from a good source this time.
It's like when Lad Bible like upload a video and you don't want to like it because it's Lad Bible and it's just like the absolute vermin of the internet. But then you're like, oh, it's such a cute dog. You're like, oh.
I have never
That's
been
my
on
dilemma.
Lad Bible.
It just pops up. Everybody on my Facebook like shares it, and I'm about to like it. And I was like, "Oh, you almost got me! You almost got me." I'm not gonna save it. I'm just gonna appreciate it. Yeah, but like, actually, no. I said save it. I save like every dog video I see, so I can just go back and look at them. It's great. Yeah. Anyway, I just saw an article on BuzzFeed, and it was like British festivals versus US festivals, and and the British festival is just someone waving a massive flag saying Gary Lineker fucks bags of crisps. I was like, oh, why? Ali also asked what's the best kind of pizza, but like I'm just boring. I just eat cheese pizza, man.
Well, I have donair pizza.
What is donair pizza?
It's nice that you've asked that, Brody, because let me tell you what donair pizza is.
Is this our sponsor?
It's see, I don't know if you have an equivalent of a donair, because in the US they have a gyro, which is pretty much the same thing as
I
a
have no
donair.
clue. I still don't know what it is, so I can't tell you.
Do you have... Alright, well, you have pizza and garlic fingers in the UK, right?
Yeah.
You have donair sauce, right?
No.
What the fuck?
Not that I know.
You have a sauce? What kind of sauce do you have to dip your garlic fingers in?
I don't know. Like, it varies the way you go. Like,
Alright, let me ask
from Papa
this.
John's, they just give you this really shit one.
Is it white?
Sometimes. But that's where you get it from.
Alright, anyway,
Oh,
so
boy.
it's... A donair is... There's a special type of meat for it. It's like a spicy meat. Just donair meat. And
Okay.
then there's lettuce, tomato, and onion, and donair sauce.
Okay.
And usually with a donair, it's that and it's wrapped up. And you eat it like, kind of like a sub almost. Like it's just wrapped up in pizza dough or whatever.
Yeah.
Or some specific type of bread. Depends what kind of donair you get. There's ones where they just roll it up. Or there's flat donairs where it's just flat and you have to eat it with a fucking fork and knife.
Oh, that's not how I eat pizza, bro. That's not how I eat pizza.
So a donair pizza is just a pizza with donair toppings on it.
Oh. Well, to answer your question, I just like regular pizza. I don't know what the fuck this folding up pizza and eating it with bullshit is, but I ain't having any of that.
Just Google it. Just Google donair.
And
you'll be good.
Okay. Don't. Oh, pizza. Ooh, let's have a look at this. It's got a pretty bad rating.
What?
On Food Network.
Food Network's
.ca.
fucking horse shit.
2.5.
They don't understand. They don't understand what's good.
Take,
I don't know where
an
they
hour
got their
35?
donair pizza, but they didn't get it from a place that does good donair pizza.
Why
Let me
is
tell
it-
you, the best place to get donair pizza is from a little local place here in Smonkton called Cedar's Pizza.
People aren't going to travel all the way there to Smonkton. Is that where you're from?
Smonkton. Well, that's what Dan thinks I'm from, is Smonkton.
That sounds like a cheap porno. Anyway, apparently it takes an hour 35 to cook. Like, sorry,
it doesn't take that long to cook. I don't know.
Prepare. Yeah, maybe if you're making it from like out of like grains of sand.
If you just search donair, you'll see like a normal donair where it's like wrapped up and you eat it like a wrap almost.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look now. All jokes aside, I actually do enjoy. There's like this brand here. Oh, I get you. Yeah, that is pretty good. So it's like a kebab.
A kebab? No, kebab is a bunch of things on a stick, Brody.
No, here they wrap kebabs in like bread.
What?
Yeah, they wrap. It's like a donair basically, I guess. But
okay.
they're always meat, so I never have them, and people just get them on nights out and then regret them in the morning. There's a brand here called Ristorante. Write that one down for people we want sponsors off because their pieces.
Do they have a restaurant?
It beats me. We just get them out of the freezer at Tesco or something, and they're really thin. And for some reason, if you leave after like 5 minutes after you come out of the oven, they get cold, which is a shame. So you have to eat them really quick. They're really good, and they do a fun guy one with mushrooms on, and it's so good stuff. It's great. So I guess that's good. It's pretty good. I like prawns on pizza, man. Prawns on pizza is pretty good, especially from pizza. Oh man, sorry. Especially for Pizza. I'm getting a bit choked up talking about pizza. I love it so much, man. Anyway, we got some more questions from Elusive Big Mac. Shout out to that guy. It's actually the first question we got, which was, this is a direct quote. What's both of your kinks?
What's both of my...
And
It's getting kind of personal here.
It is. But, I mean, like, first of all, talking about Adam Sandler films, that's just kind of like breaking the ice. But this is, I think at some point I had to admit it to the world. Otherwise, it's just going to get found out anyway. I'm gonna have to apologize to you, Tyler. Like, I should have told you a lot earlier on. But I have a thing for being in podcasts.
No way.
Are
you? And me too.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I'm choking on my chewing gum now because I'm good. God, I'm gonna have to take a minute. Oh, Jesus Christ!
What?
When were you gonna tell me?
When were you gonna tell me? I was here. I thought I was the only one.
Well, I was.
I was embarrassed.
I was literally making I was literally making the 2.5 Kinks Discord voice chat channel. Right now, I just hadn't published it.
Oh my god.
That was how I was going to do it. I was just going to, at the end of the podcast, I was just going to move in there.
Brody, it's been a month.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. How have we gone this long?
Wait, can I just take a minute? You said it's been a month, but the gap between our first and second episode was about a year.
That wasn't real, okay? That wasn't real. That was a dream.
Was the whole toilet incident not real?
No, that was real.
Oh boy! Oh Jesus! Just if you want to know some real dirt, just go back to the pilot. It's on YouTube.
If you want to just hear that part, that specific part, I think is on my. Just that part is on my YouTube. I think.
I think it's on my YouTube too.
It's not. It's mentioned. It's at the end, but not the whole thing.
Oh, that's on my YouTube. Yeah, I made sure my subscribers heard that one.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
So go to youtube.com/KnockoutWolf.
He knows it. He knows it's not KnockoutWolf. It takes you some kind of like some SG graphics or some shit. I'm like, what? What is this? Sorry. He like went from making Minecraft like 3D intros to making like one of those text song pranks, like where they text the X like lyrics to a song, and they're like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And they're just sending them like a Chainsmokers song. It's just oh man.
Those are the best pranks, man. Like, I'm gonna have to get you to fuck off, man. Those are the best pranks. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I thought the best pranks was harassing people in retail whilst they're on minimum wage.
Oh right,
people in retail and be like, can I ask for the 10% off code for Mr. Phase 180. Do you have the Phase 180 1,000 subscriber? Fucking hell, I don't even care.
The other good prank is going into a grocery store and grabbing cartons of milk and smashing them on the ground and busting them open and pretending to fall.
I love that.
Those ones are the best.
And then suing the place.
Yeah.
And then the manager gets fired, and his wife's like, "I can't believe you lost another job," and then she leaves him and gets custody of the kids. And it's fucking just the aftermath is hilarious. Subscribe.
Those are the best ones.
And don't forget to mention don't forget to mention a Phase member in the prank, so you can tag them in the title and get a shout out. It's all in the how to YouTube guide.
It's a very good guide. You can find it over on YouTube.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I got one more question, and I think it's the best question, and I don't think anything's ever going to top it. And it's quite personal for both of us.
Wait, then don't answer. We have one more question.
What is it? What is that question?
The one from Hypnotics.
Oh yeah, go on.
Or Hypnotist.
That's
yeah,
it.
Hypnotist.
Good guy. Good
I don't know how I seen Hypnotics.
I just say hypno.
There you go. That works.
Yeah.
How long have you been vegetarian for? Well, me personally, I've been vegetarian for never.
Have you not?
The fuck? No. I ain't no vegetarian. I like my meat.
Hold on, let me just leave the Discord. Sorry. I'm a member of Greenpeace. I won't stand for this.
I'm sorry, that reference goes over my head.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you not know Green? They're like this crazy, like... They're kind of like a cult at this point. They're meant to be like trying to help the earth and stuff, but they just do these like... These really big kind of... Oh, I don't even know what to call them. Basically, one guy like chained himself to this like massive water tower or something like that in the name of Greenpeace. I'm surprised you haven't seen him on South Park. There's this episode where like they're using the cow, the South Park Elementary mascot, and then Greenpeace run in and just like start throwing like cow's blood all over them. Like, this is disrespecting an animal.
Yeah. I think I remember that.
Anyway. Oh man, I've been a vegetarian for about 10 years now, and I personally find it pretty easy. I think some people would say, like, oh, I could never be a vegetarian. But I think it's just because I did it at such a young age where I didn't really appreciate meat that much. I was just like, no, I don't really care. I just like processed shit from like McDonald's and stuff, so I don't really care. And what happened was, my sister was, I think, well, she's probably about 13 at the time. And so she was in that stage, that kind of phase where she was like, I'm going to try and change myself. And she's like, I want to be a vegetarian. And so she was vegetarian for about a total of 5 days. we went out for lunch and she saw like a meat feast pizza and bam, she was gone. And I was like, dude, I'm 8 years old and I can do better than that. And here we are. Here we are about 10 years later.
Do you ever bring that up in family conversations with her?
Not really. I feel like I should have like pretended that like we had a bet on it. Like, I mean, that might help. I might give that a go. I might be like, oh, remember when I bet you that 20 quid that I could be a vegetarian for 10 years. Might give that one a go. So
do it.
It's
been 10 years.
I actually went on her phone. She asked me to like put something on Spotify once, so I decided to seize the moment. Went into her settings and changed one of her, because she always types my name as like Brod, like when she's texting me, like BROD. And then so I made it so whenever she types BROD, she's like a fast typer and she doesn't care. Like she's one of those people who gets like autocorrect kind of things, like pop up and she just carries on. And so I made it so like Brod with autocorrect to Brod, I owe you £10. And the amount of time she's fallen for it, it's fantastic. I was like, at this point, I think you owe me money rather than me owing you. It's good stuff. It really is. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, baseline. I haven't eaten meat for like 10 years. I mean, I eat fish. I've been eating fish since I was like... I mean, I only went a few years of being vegetarian without eating fish because I was just like... I was like...
Fish is so good.
I know, I love fish.
Fish is like the one meat I probably would not be able to go without. I love fish.
And it's just because, like, whenever we go on holiday or, like, restaurants and stuff like that, the very vegetarian option would just be, like, fucking courgette or something. It'd just be shit. And like so fish just kind of, especially like in Spain and Italy and stuff like that. Like fish is very like a very popular kind of alternative to meat, like kind of proper meat, I guess.
Yeah, you're just looking through the menu. You're like, hey, you got this is all meat, but you know what I see here? I had some fish and chips, mate.
Yeah, they always.
I don't think
like,
that was a very
chips.
good.
That was terrible. It's like when Amanda tries to do her English accent, she's just like she slips into it, and I'm like, and it's very subtle, and I'm like, wait, was that meant to be an English accent? Terrible. All
right, well, I think I should warm up my real English accent.
Go on, I'm ready. Oh, I haven't heard this in so long.
Hello, governor. Have you eaten my hatchet? Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, next question. How long have you gone? This one's for me. How long have you gone without drinking Ponage Energy? And this one's for you. Is how long have you gone without listening to D12? So, I mean, obviously in reference to your to D12 Scorch, and also maybe in reference to how our pilot episode started, where I just started playing my band by D12. maybe that's a reason we can't have it on iTunes.
It could be.
Yeah.
So the longest I've gone without listening to D12 is forever. I've never listened to the band D12.
No, you have.
I've heard their song when I was like a kid. I mean, it was probably on Much Music when I seen it. Probably I've definitely seen like a music video.
Right. Hold on.
But I've never listened to an entire song.
Right. My band, D12, probably the most popular one after Purple Pills, is 2004. Yeah. I probably made you listen to it again. So like late last year. So it was probably 12 years. I'm gonna answer that one for you. 12 years. Can we agree on that one?
That I haven't listened to him for 12 years?
Yes, that you haven't. Yeah, 12 years.
That seems a bit low.
A bit low? Really?
Yeah, maybe.
You think it's longer?
Maybe a bit. No,
well, because it
15
can't.
Maybe.
It can't be 15 years because.
How long have they been out? I honestly have no idea.
Because the song wasn't out 15 years ago. So.
Oh, okay. Well, whenever the song was out, I don't fucking know this band. How am I supposed to know when they're out?
Wait, you don't know this band, or you don't even know the name of the band?
What, D12?
These chicks don't even know the name of the band.
When did D12 come out?
2004.
Okay, so I've not heard a song from them in probably 12 years then.
There you go, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we found we found an actual answer for that one, because I've never drank Ponage Energy. I don't, like, they sponsor me. I've never drank it, much like any other person that gets sponsored by Ponage Energy. You never drink it. You never drink it.
The D12 in Scorch has absolutely nothing to do with the band. You see...
D12 is based, like, they're called D12 because of Dirty Dozen as well.
But
you know?
They were called, the clan I was in Unreal Tournament 2004 was called D12. But they were called D12 because D12 is for Dirty Dozen, and initially they only had 12 people in it.
And their tagline was cool, calm, just like my mom. Which definitely has no relation to D12 the band. I also want to disclaim that I'm not sponsored by Ponage Energy, but what I do hope, like my mission, I think it's a bit of a far-fetched this year, but maybe next year, is to actually get a sponsorship from Ponage Energy for a joke, just to see how far I can get into it. See if I can get to the point where I actually get a code for Ponage Energy, and then I'll just. I think I probably dug myself too much of a hole at that point, and I don't really know. What to do.
You probably will get a code, but what you're not going to get is a sample.
Yeah,
you're going to have to pay for that yourself and use your own code to get it.
Yeah, you're going to have to. Oh my god, you're going to have to like spend at least like $20 shipping.
I was actually curious, and I went and looked at it, and I'm pretty sure they don't ship outside the U.S. anyway. So.
Oh my god.
We're lucky.
That's sad.
Because I just went to see, like, where do they ship? I want to do something with this, and it's on sale right now, really fucking cheap.
Well,
So I was
yeah,
like,
'cause
let's find some fucking code from the 50 million they have. Add that on there, what's already pretty cheap. And I went and looked for shipping options, and there's nothing to select other than the U.S.
You can buy it from Amazon.
Oh, what?
You can buy like a pack of 12.
Oh, fuck, they must be reselling.
Set the shipping address. Change country. Oh my god. The dream might be alive. It might still be alive. No way.
No, it's not on the Canadian Amazon. Shit.
It's on the US one, but you can like...
Yeah, you can ship
my
out
God.
from the US.
You could do it. You could do it. You can choose like the US. Dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
Now I need to get a code.
$18.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't they only have one fucking flavor?
Yeah, and the flavour is disappointment. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening to the 2.5 podcast.
2.5 podcast.
I'm a mess. I'm a fucking mess. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening to Baited Podcast. Thank you everybody for listening to the 2.5 Losers podcast. This week we haven't had a half loser, so maybe it's
We'll
you.
just we'll split it. We will say I was 1 1/4 loser and you were 1 1/4 loser.
No, I'm not taking that extra quarter. I don't need to have any more than I already have. Of loser. It's that's the thing. It's a difficult one.
It is, yeah. It's
I think we should just ask the audience. We should just say maybe they need to reflect themselves and ask themselves whether they are the other half loser. Like they need to think about it. Like maybe I am.
yeah, that could get them thinking.
So think about that, audience.
Remember that the 2.5 Losers podcast is the only podcast that actually makes you think.
And also remember that the 2.5 Losers podcast is not in any way, shape or form in associate with 2.5 Beers podcast, 2.5D the Unity Game Devs podcast, 2.5 Count podcast, 2.5 Gamers podcast, 2.5 Minute News podcast, or 2.5 Vaginas podcast. Thank you very much for listening. My name's Brody, otherwise known as KnockoutWolf.
And I've been Tyler, or Scorch, and usually this is where we give our half loser the time to have the last word. But instead, I think we will just have a moment of silence.
Pwnage energy.